Welcome back, Pokemon fans. Angel of the Night here. We are back again with the Team Star Challenge, and as you guys know, this is a single battle formatted competition where we focus on using Team Star Pokemon. Alright, our opponent here today is going to lead off with their Starmobile Revaroom, and we've got ourselves Annihilape out here onto the field. First thing I'm thinking about doing here is maybe going in for a Drain Punch, or maybe even going in for the Bulk Up. If I did manage to go for the Drain Punch, I might be able to knock out the Revaroom first try, though if I did end up going for the Bulk Up, I'd be able to raise up my attack and my defenses. As you can see here, it appears that the Revaroom on the opposing side has enough defensive values to be able to survive that Drain Punch, so I might actually want to go for that Bulk Up next turn. We do get a little bit of health there from the leftovers, of course, and that is going to be helpful as we go forward. And our opponent did have the Iron Head the last turn. So, if they were actually able to outspeed here, they had the potential of flinching us. Now, in this situation here, we're getting a little bit more leftovers, we've had a bulk up, our defensive stats have now increased, which means that they are no longer capable of doing as much damage with the Iron Head as before. So, I'm going to get a little bit greedy here, I'm going to go in for another bulk up, because I know I'm going to be able to survive a hit. Now, the opposing side, they are going to go again for another Iron Head, and not going to be able to do very much damage. Every time that I get a bulk up, it raises my defensive values, and their capability of doing damage is lower and lower. So, I'm going to lock in doing the Drain Punch here yet again. This is going to allow me to knock out the Revaroom on the opposing side, and pick up the game's first KO. Now, the other thing is that with Drain Punch is that we've actually regained our health at the same time. So that's going to help us going forward into the next Pokemon. Okay, the next Pokemon that's going to be coming in here is going to be Armarouge. Now, luckily for me, I was hit multiple times from that Iron Head, which means that I can now go for the Terrestrialization to Water, just in case I get hit by a Fire or a Psychic-based move, and I'm actually going to be able to go for the Rage Fist to do some damage off onto the Armarouge. Now, Rage Fist, of course, works better the more hits you've had. So if you're able to take multiple hits in a row, then you go for the Rage Fist and it should be able to do more damage than what you would have done prior. Now, I do have a couple of bulk ups up here, so that should also be helpful as well. And luckily for us, that's actually super effective to that Armarouge, picking up the second KO of the battle. Now, one Pokemon that I really don't want to see right now is either going to be Arcanine with the capability of Wild Charge, and of course, I did not want to see another Annihilate. Now, our opponent actually ends up bringing in King Gambit here, and luckily for us, we should be able to survive a hit, but I am going to go in for the Drain Punch here this turn. Now, one thing we didn't see from our opponent yet was any kind of Terrestrialization until now, and honestly, I'm not too sure why you would stay with a Tera Dark, unless you wanted to have a boosted attack damage. Now, in this situation here, this actually helps us out, because if I go for a Drain Punch like I just did, we actually had the potential of 100% knocking out this thing. However, it did survive by very little HP. Now, it did go for the Kowtow Cleave, not really doing that much damage to me. If I was still a pure ghost fighting type or whatnot, it might have done a little bit more. But I've got a couple of bulk ups here on me, plus as well I'm also a water type. So that is going to be the battle. If you guys enjoyed the match there today, give it a big thumbs up, post your comments, and I'll see you guys in the next match. Take care.